Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For this video, I'm going to be reacting to another Ray William Johnson video. He's the most hated man on the internet. I don't know who this person is, but yeah, sometimes in his title, he has like this kind of title, like he or she's the most hated person, or remember this man, or something like that. I don't remember these people, but yeah, let's see what happened, and please subscribe. Let me know what else I should react to in the comments below.
So this guy was at one point considered the most hated man on the internet.
Have I seen his face before?
Well, the guy's name is Hunter, and Hunter is really good at saying and doing things that make a lot of people mad.
As a white male who's extremely good looking, I never really wanted to dabble in having sex with black girls because I thought it was gross.
Yeah, he's that kind of guy. And back in 2010,
Wait, is he serious, or is he just like rage baiting? I don't know who he is. I guess I'll find out if I stop talking and play the video.
24 years old during this time, living in California, and one day he's chatting with his friends online about this woman he's smashing with, and he mentions that he's got intimate photos of her. And his friends are like, "Sweet, bro, we want to see the pics." So, without that woman's consent, Hunter posts the photos to this website he owns. So he posts them there.
Why'd you post it on a website?
His friends see them and they're like, "Hell yeah!" In fact, they like these pics so much, they start adding intimate photos of women that they're smashing with on the site as well. Of course, without those women's consent. And over time, people...
I was interrupted by an ad. But, yeah, that's kind of weird, because what's the reason for this? Just, like, showing off? They want attention? Or they want to prove to people that they're weird? I don't know.
Keep adding and adding and adding pics to the site, and pretty quickly it's getting a lot of traffic. And so Hunter calls the site isanyoneUp.com. And soon enough, it becomes the go-to spot for disgruntled exes to post revenge porn of their partners. I guess they submit the images to Hunter, and Hunter makes sure they get posted on the site. But that's not even the worst thing he does. Along with the nudes, he also posts the victim's personal information right next to it.
What?
Like their full name, their social media profiles, where they
For
work,
what?
the city they live in, so that people can seek them out and find them. And obviously, the victims hate this. But a lot of weirdos love it. And the site starts getting lots of fans.
Incels.
And when victims reach out to Hunter to remove the images, he just ignores them or writes them back and taunts them. And sometimes he just laughs at them like an asshole. Regardless, suddenly this site gets really popular.
So when does he get arrested?
30 million page views a month. And so, of course, Hunter's running ads and making ad revenue. And according to him, from all this traffic, he's making as much as $30,000 a month. And all of this is very unethical. So he's getting more and more attention from it, of course. Like, pretty soon, he's getting interviewed on TV.
Just because there's a lot of people who are jerks out there doesn't mean you have to be one of them too.
Wait, so it's like becomes so popular that he's on a TV show with Anderson Cooper. Is this Anderson Cooper's like own talk show? Not the late night show, but his talk show. So how is he not in trouble with the law yet at this point? I'm confused. He's popular enough to be on a talk show, but not enough attention for the police. That's weird.
You have to profit off it.
I mean, but I want to.
But still, I guess all this money and attention isn't enough for him, because he continues to make things even worse. Like one day, his email gets hacked, and the hacker is this guy, Charles. Charles, he's around 21 years old, living in California, and so after Hunter discovers his email was hacked, he hits up Charles, and he asks him if he would like to work for him. Like, he wants Charles to hack a bunch of people's Gmail and Yahoo email accounts
for pictures
and steal intimate photos they may have in them so that he can then post them to isanyoneUp.com. And for this, he'll pay him $200 a week. And Charles is like, hack people and steal their nudes? All right. And so Charles gets started. He's hacking away, getting into people's email accounts,
they still in prison?
stealing their private photos, and this goes on for months. Here's the thing, though. It's 2011, so revenge porn laws aren't really a thing yet, and even if they were, it doesn't seem like Hunter cares, no matter
this
who
answers
he
my
hurts.
question.
And so it just seems like this guy is never gonna get caught, and no one's gonna be able to stop him. Until Hunter messes with the wrong woman. Because one day in 2012, Charles hacks the email of this woman. Her name's Kayla. So Charles hacks Kayla and steals her private photos, and then Hunter makes sure they get posted to his website for all to see, along with links to her social media, so that anyone who sees the nudes can then go and harass her about it. And so Kayla finds out about this, and of course she is horrified and super upset, because who wouldn't be? And Kayla doesn't know what to do. So she goes right to her mom, this woman, Charlotte. And Kayla asks Charlotte for help. And so Charlotte gets to work right away. She reaches out to Hunter directly, asking him to remove the photos. And of course, Hunter just ignores her. She then goes to the police, but police won't help because, again, revenge porn laws aren't a thing yet. But then Kayla's stepdad gets involved. He's a lawyer. And so stepdad hits up Hunter and he threatens to sue him over copyright. Because technically, Kayla owns the copyright to her own intimate photos. So then, I guess Hunter gets scared and he finally takes the pictures down. And that's great for Kayla and all, but Hunter's still got a whole website full of victims whose naked pics and personal information are still up. And so Kayla's mom, Charlotte, decides she isn't gonna let this go. And one by one, Charlotte tracks down 40 women, all who have had their intimate photos.
I guess that's the good thing that he put their information next to the picture, because it's probably easier to find them that way. I don't know if that information helped her or she found them another way. But I'm glad that she found enough people. And this is a class action lawsuit, right?
Posted on Hunter's website. And she finds out that almost half of these women also had their emails hacked. So their photos were stolen just like Kayla's were. And while revenge porn isn't illegal yet during this time, hacking definitely is. And so Charlotte takes all this information she's compiled and she hands it over to the FBI. And the FBI starts investigating Hunter. Meanwhile, Charlotte releases Hunter's home address on Twitter because, he's doxing all these women, so I don't know, why not? But then, boom, a bunch of his victims start filing lawsuits against him. And then, Anonymous, the activist hacker group, gets involved because I guess they don't like what Hunter is doing to all these women. And so they post his home address to the internet, and his phone number, and his parents' names, and his IP addresses, and even his OkCupid profile. This is actually his real OkCupid profile. And so they post all this stuff to the internet for the public to see. They also post a list of pending lawsuits against him. They restrict his bank accounts. They send a box of adult toys to his home address. And they actually have him legally declared dead somehow. I mean, they work really hard to make his life hell. And so after all that, I don't know if Hunter finally has had enough or what, but around this time, he gets an offer to sell his website, isanyoneup.com, and he takes the offer. He sells the site for around $15,000, which seems really low. But whatever.
Wait, wasn't he making $30,000 a month and he sold it for $15,000?
Sells it to an anti-bullying advocate who then turns the whole thing into an anti-bullying website, which isanyoneup.com is still an anti-bullying website to this day.
Good.
But then Hunter goes on TV again.
He didn't get arrested.
He pretends that he's now a new man who has turned over a new leaf. However, he still comes across like an asshole because he basically blames the victims.
I don't know how you can point your finger at me. You took the picture. But at the end of the day, it started with you and you took these pictures. I don't know how old you are, but I'm sure you're smart.
They were taken from them.
2012, what do you expect?
They didn't put them on the internet.
But even though he sold the site, it's still not over. Because the FBI is still investigating him for all of this. And selling the site doesn't absolve him of his crimes. And so 2 years later, in 2014, that investigation is finally done. And so, bam, the FBI arrests him.
Okay.
And I don't have a mugshot, but here's what he looks like in real life. And also, bam, they arrest Charles too. Here's what he looks like in real life. And so Charles takes a plea deal and he gets about 2 years in prison, while Hunter also pleads guilty and he gets 2.5 years in prison.
Only, you put these pictures on the internet and, everything you put on the internet is forever. So dang, they're already out of prison. So I wonder what they're up to these days. I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of weird. And I don't know why he sold the website for so cheap, because if you're making 30,000 a month and then you sell it for 15, like, that doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand. And anyway, I'm glad he got in trouble. He got caught, and the hacker too. And but the other people that were posting pictures, they're still out there being weird. I don't know what they're up to. But anyway, that is the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Let me know what else I should react to in the comments below. And if you want to see my experiences in Korea, you can check out my first channel, SEKSHI. And if you want to see my other socials, it's right here under my face. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.